The Bihar political melodrama or Bihar political crisis has been the talking point, viewers, and it's been a talking point since Nitish Kumar resigned as chief minister from the NDA alliance, and he's now with RJD alliance, the Mahagathbandhan, with 7 other political parties. Now, viewers, the point is Nitish Kumar has been called as political gymnast. I call him a political chameleon. And does that hamper his political career becomes a big question. A big question, viewers. But I feel that's not going to hamper his political career, because since the start of his political career, he has been doing so since 1989. I'll tell you what has happened in his political career as we progress through this video, viewers. But he has constantly been changing his political ideologies, and his political ideologies have not been constant. So that's the reason he has been called as political chameleon, but that's not going to hamper his political future, because he understands that the common citizens don't remember things for a long time, and that's what he's playing with. And in this edition, we'll be speaking about the opinion of the nation. Also, we'll be speaking about what will Nitish Kumar be the next Prime Minister candidate for 2024 from Mahagathbandhan, and many more questions to be answered in this edition, viewers. Let's start this edition. Let's start, viewers.
लोकसभा राज्यसभा के सांसद और सारे विधायक और विधान पार्षद और पार्टी के नेता सब लोगों
भाजपा से क्या दिक्कत हो गई?
सारी मीटिंग आज हुई और सब लोगों की इच्छा यही हुई है कि हम लोगों को एनडीए छोड़ देना चाहिए। तो जैसे ही एनडीए छोड़ने का निर्णय सब लोगों की थी, तो हमने उसी को स्वीकार कर लिया और आकर के यहाँ जो एनडीए की सरकार में हम मुख्यमंत्री थे, हमने मुख्यमंत्री पद से इस्तीफा सौंप दिया। बस।
Good evening, viewers. Welcome back, and let's start. Viewers, today Nitish Kumar has dumped the BJP and embraced with its old friend called RJD. In this edition, as I have already said, let's decode the Bihar political crisis. Let's try to understand the Bihar political crisis of why Nitish Kumar parted ways with BJP. Let's also answer the big question as to will Nitish Kumar be the next Prime Minister of India. Also, viewers, this is an edition of D.Opinion of the nation, and thus let me tell you that your opinion matters. So do comment what's your opinion about this political melodrama or political crisis in Bihar. Nitish Kumar, as I have said, is a political chameleon. Why I call him a political chameleon, I'll tell you, viewers. But why did Nitish Kumar divorce BJP? This phrase, divorce BJP, has become the trending words. I feel the primary reason for this is because if he continues in this coalition with BJP, then sure shot he is not going to be called a Prime Minister candidate, which is actually his decade old dream. So at least to be a PM candidate, he had to discontinue this coalition with BJP. And second reason, viewers, is the fact, and this is being shadowed down by many other medias. I feel the second reason is because BJP had given RCPSIngh a cabinet position from JDU. Many sources tell us that Nitish Kumar was not consulted on the candidate, and this was decided by the BJP's high command. The problem starts here, viewers. Few days ago, he resigned from JDU. That's RCPSIngh resigned from JDU, and thus creating chaos or political chaos. He is a leader from backward class, and remember the fact that even Nitish Kumar was a leader from backward class called Kurmi. Now Nitish Kumar had the fear of JDU breaking apart. Nitish Kumar felt that BJP could do the same to his party, exactly the same thing what happened to Shiv Sena. That Eknath Shinde in Shiv Sena could be RCPSIngh in JDU. That's what Nitish Kumar thought of. He's a shrewd politician, viewers. That's where the fear of losing his party made him come out of the alliance. The third and the final reason was the fear of Chirag Paswan. The Chirag Paswan 2.0 could start again, was what Nitish Kumar thought of. What is this Chirag Paswan 2.0? I'll tell you, viewers. In 2020 elections, Nitish Kumar was with Alliance of India, and because of Chirag Paswan, he lost a few seats. What happened was, viewers, Chirag Paswan came out of India Alliance during the 2020 election campaign. He also brought out few of the BJP descendants with him. Usually in a coalition government, the political parties have mutual understanding with each other in the pretext of contesting in different constituencies. Let's consider an example, viewers. There are two political parties in a coalition. If one party contests in few constituencies, the other party does not contest in those constituencies in which the first party is contesting. And vice versa happens. But here, Chirag Paswan with BJP descendants contested only in those constituencies where JDU contested. That means the vote bank of BJP was scattered to both BJP, that's BJP allied JDU, and Chirag Paswan. This created a downfall for Nitish Kumar, and this made him lose many seats. So all these fears and an ambition to become prime minister was strong in his mind, so strong that he walked out of an alliance. But now, viewers, let's understand who Nitish Kumar is. He, as I have already said, is a political chameleon. He changes his political ideologies, he changes his political standards with respect to his coalition. In 1989, Nitish Kumar supported Lalu Prasad Yadav to become head of opposition. But in 1989 itself, Nitish walks back to support BJP. From 1998 to 2004, under Vajpayee's government, Atal Bihari Vajpayee's government, Nitish Kumar holds key portfolios like agriculture, railways, etc. In 2005, with BJP's support, he becomes the CM of Bihar. But in 2013, he steps back from NDA, the NDA alliance, when BJP makes Narendra Modi the PM candidate. One question to him. He states a reason, viewers. Before asking him the question, let's look at the reason. He states a reason saying if Narendra Modi is Prime Minister candidate, then he isn't ready to support the NDA. But during 2002, that is during the Gujarat riots, the then CM was Narendra Modi. At that time, Nitish Kumar was holding a key portfolio of cabinet minister in Vajpayee ji's regime. And he does not resign to that cabinet position, but he is ready to come out of the alliance in 2013. Let's move further, viewers. In 2015, he joins hands with Lalu Prasad Yadav and Sonia Gandhi and goes for elections. And it becomes a Mahagathbandhan. But in 2016, he takes a U-turn and comes back with BJP and becomes the CM. During 2016, he said that RJD is taking Bihar to the old jungle Raj. Corruption is increasing. That was the reason for coming back to BJP. But now the same RJD with whom he just met today seems very good. Corruption free for Nitish Kumar. Lalu Prasad Yadav is now arrested for corruption allegation. But Nitish Kumar feels that RJD is now clean, is now corruption free, is now free from jungle Raj. After looking through the history of this great leader, Nitish Kumar, you would certainly call him a political chameleon. But it's not just his mistake, viewers. It's not him to be blamed, but other political parties too who support him every time. They support him because they need power and they forget the past. That's politics. But when you ask me why Nitish Kumar is made the chief minister when RJD, that's Tejasvi Yadav, has more numbers, why is Nitish Kumar made the CM? Nitish Kumar has become the chief minister because he is such a politician, viewers. who doesn't sit in dark. That he needs spotlight always on him, and he is a person who allows. He wants to become the chief minister, and other political parties let him to become the chief minister because they want to enjoy the power. The power, every political party is in dire necessity of it. And thus, Nitish Kumar was made the chief minister. Now the final question is, will Nitish Kumar be the chief minister, that's prime minister for 2024? For this question, it's too early to answer this question, viewers, because we looked at the same question when Mamata Banerjee headed TMC came to power. We came across the same question when Arvind Kejriwal won Delhi for the second time, and also when he had a landslide victory in Punjab. We also came across this same question when Stalin had a landslide victory in Tamil Nadu. So there are many contenders for this PM candidate in Mahagathbandhan itself. And how they will gel well becomes a big question and a matter to look forward. If you ask me, the opinion of the nation is with clear opinion that let whosoever come to power, but if they are able to understand the state, if they are able to understand the state's problem, if they are able to understand the people's problem well and work over it, then there may be any party or coalition that becomes successful, and people want that, viewers. Anyhow, if you ask me, are people happy with this? I may say yes for few and no for few others. Your view, your opinion stands strong, viewers. Comment it in the comment section. Thank you, viewers. Thank you for watching me. Until the next time I meet you all, signing off, Sricharan. Thank you, viewers.